Welcome to Sell Your Books Saturday with a quote from Douglas Reeves, who said, "Collaboration, it turns out, is not a gift from the gods, but a skill that requires effort and practice." sounds sounds an awful lot like writing, doesn't it? Sounds an awful lot like writing. Hi there, my name is Christopher Diarmani, and it is my pleasure, it is my passion to empower nonfiction authors, hopefully a nonfiction author just like you, so you can take that dream you have of writing a book and turn it into your published reality. That's why I do all this stuff, because I want to help you get there. And collaboration is a really amazing tool, not just for marketing your books, but when you're writing your book as well. But today our focus is book marketing, and I want to cover a couple of interesting and yet simple grounds there. Collaboration in the context of book marketing means working with someone or many someones with the common goal of helping get your book into as many hands as possible of the people who your book will help most. Collaboration, like every other facet of book marketing or book writing for that matter, it's a learned skill. We don't come born knowing how to collaborate. We don't come born knowing how to market. We don't come born knowing how to write. These are all learned skills that we pick up. And so, yes, we might have some talent, but ultimately the level of talent that we have is completely irrelevant, because without passion to improve, without passion to reach for more, without that passion to want to become better at writing, at marketing, at whatever the gift is that you have, if you're not willing to do anything to improve it, that talent you were born with becomes just this wasted commodity. And that's not what we're here for. So my exhortation for you today would be to learn how to communicate effectively with your readers. Your readers will be different than my readers, than Sally's, than Frank's, than whoever's. Learn who your target market is with as much detail as you possibly can, because the more you can figure out who these people are, the easier it's going to be able for you to speak their language. And it'll be easier for them to know that, oh my goodness, this person gets me. I have to buy this book because this person gets me. That's the response that we want. You can learn from book marketing copy experts, and I highly encourage you to do that. But do that like with every other aspect of learning. Do it with an open heart, an open mind, willingness, bucket of willingness, because you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. And for most authors, marketing is the area where we have to step out the furthest, because it's the most uncomfortable for so many of us. And it shouldn't be. We believe in what we wrote. Why are we so terrified to share it with the world? It's insane. And yet that's a challenge. So embrace stepping out of your comfort zone with every bit of courage you have, because it's going to be a really great tool for you, so you help you become successful down the road, no matter who you're collaborating with. But make sure you're doing that marketplace research, because there's already someone out there writing books similar to yours. They can't write the book that you wrote because they're not you, but they will still approach that same subject matter in some way. Figure out what's working for them, and find out that for as many people, as many authors as you can, and then take the best parts of that work for you and incorporate that into your book marketing, your copy, all of those things. And then just focus on getting results. Focus on your metrics, because they really are important. I know people talk about this a lot, but this stuff really, really is important, because these metrics, these milestones, they tell you what's working. They tell you what's not working. You want to do more of what is, less of what isn't. And when you do that, you'll have success selling your book, and that's ultimately what you want to do. This is Casey Demchak. I'm a great big fan of his. I make no bones about that. He's an amazing talent. And he offers a really great course for helping you develop your own book marketing copy. And I think it's fantastic. I don't get a thing for saying that. I just truly believe in Casey and his product. So if you need to learn how to write better book marketing copy, you can't go wrong by going with Casey. You really can't. Because effective book marketing copy is part art, part science, part writing skill. And he's just able to take all those pieces together and mash them into this great big awesome ball that helps you get the job done, and get it done really, really effectively and really, really easily. And if you followed me for any length of time, you know that I love things that are simple, easy, and effective, and things that guarantee my success. Well, for me, Casey is one of those tools that guarantees my success. So why would I not share it with you? That would be crazy. But back to the copy itself, it's hard to develop that in a silo. So even if you take Casey's course, and I do encourage you to do that because it's a really good course. But even if you do that, you still need to get outside eyeballs on your book marketing copy. So it's really important to share it with your family, with your friends, with other writers who you respect. This is all part of that collaboration snowball that we're trying to build. This reciprocal relationship, and it is a reciprocal one. You have to, if you're asking someone to help you with your book marketing copy, you better be willing to help them with theirs when they get to that point. That's just, it's called living integrity, and I'm a huge fan of always living in integrity. So just, if you're asking someone for help, just know that there is, even if you don't spell it out, there's an obligation on your part, and you should spell it out. I believe you should spell it out that, dude, when you're working on your copy, let me know. I would be happy to give you some feedback. But just remember that book marketing in its entirety, collaboration, just the specific thing we're talking about today, the whole big ball of stuff that goes into book marketing, all that stuff is learned skills. You can learn any of it, and you should learn all of it, as much of it as you can. And even if you're not doing the marketing yourself, at least you'll know what someone else is doing. You'll be able to speak to them intelligently when they're marketing on your behalf. All really, really important things. But when you come to the table with an honest and open heart, with a desire to learn, a desire to be humble and admit you don't have all the answers, and above all, the willingness to test your copy in the marketplace, test 2-3 versions of it, see what resonates, because what resonates with you may not resonate with your readers. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't resonate with you, if it resonates with your readers. That's the important thing. There's lots of times I've written stuff that didn't make any sense to me, and yet that was the thing that blew up in the minds of my target audience, which is what I want. So I don't care if it makes sense to me. I care that it makes sense to them, because that's what has to. So, and when you embrace all of this, there's no limit to the amount of books you can sell. There's no limit to the number of lives you can impact. And if you are the slightest bit like me, you write for a couple of reasons. Number one, because you simply can't not do it. If you want me to be really unhappy, stop me from writing. Ask my wife, she'll tell you that I'm not a happy camper at that point. But the other thing is that just you need to embrace it. It's a skill. It's a tool you can develop. And just like with writing your book, it's really, really important to schedule the time every day to market your book. Just like you schedule the time every day to write your book.